Welcome back to Resident Evil 4.
No, we don't want to see him.
No, get him out of here, no. He looks pretty cool with his little new striker gun. He's posing. Now we gotta combine crown elements to make a 2/3 crown. He's back already. How does he beat me here? He can teleport.
I just live everywhere.
You would have guessed by this point there's multiple of me, but...
Wait, my barrels.
Hey, my barrels. It was you all along?
Got some rare
Well, they're mine now.
what are you selling?
Right now,
Is that all
I think the crown is worth 25k now. It'll be worth even more here in less than probably 30 minutes or so.
Come back.
At this point, it's like I'm not even aiming necessarily to buy anything. From this point in the game, the only time I actually need to buy anything from him will be like if I run out of health items, if I need to pick up a first aid spray or something like that. This explains the origin of the Las Plagas. They are actually fossils that were located underneath this particular area. So they were ancient creatures that were being mined out by the locals, and when they did, the fossils themselves just released spores into the air and turned them all into parasites. So like these things weren't necessarily dead, but preserved in the fossils. I'm wondering who took these pictures, though.
Very daring photographer.
It's killing me! Hold still, I need to get this shot.
Yes, but also you're blurry.
We have to get that one again. Can you just go back and look more terrified? Oh, now I know you're not into it. This is perfect. Dutch angle.
Finally, you've stopped moving, but now you look wooden.
So this whole thing is like, oh man, they mined him out of these mines to create them. Where are we right now? In the fucking mine.
Great. But we're already infected. We can't get more infected.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We could have a colony inside of us. Now, if I was going after bottle caps, I'd use that other room, but as I showed you before, shooting minigames aren't necessarily my style. We're back to villagers, though.
Do they have more health now?
They do, but also unfortunately means no more suplex for a bit. We have these fire guys. They're the easiest ones to kill. As soon as they begin their fire breathing animation, just shoot them.
High five.
Aw, hello, 5. Now this is an area where easily I feel like you could miss a lot of like in-the-wall treasures, but surprisingly not as many as you expect. I mean, we don't spend a great amount of time down here. Now here's kind of an open area where our whole point is moving that big rock over there. Sir, I don't know if an axe is going to help you with this mining. Put it away.
All the wood rocks.
I mean, if I could solve it with a gun, maybe you think you could solve it with an axe. Like he's holding up, be like, I'm gonna get you. Oh, hold on. Hey, waits a minute.
Oh.
I had to crush his morale first. If you want to sign that they have more HP, that would have killed him. Oh, God.
Well, now they have a lot more HP.
Yes. Breathing all those spores made them buffer. That's the other way to do it. Just wait for them to crawl up and constantly knock them down that small ledge. But it takes like 6 times. I get bored if I use that tactic. Good time to try the striker out, though. Got a little less range than the riot gun does, but I mean, shotguns are necessarily used to have wide range, even though I'm doing it right now. Oh god, dynamite, guys. Oh god, what the fuck? I kind of landed on top of a spawning zone for these guys.
That's a long fuse.
Yep. This fuse is ridiculous. Just watch. Come on. Come on.
What in the shit? There we go.
I killed him before the fuse went off. That's some bullshit. The whale said we could hit you. No. The whale is dead. Doing this early means that when we have to go back to this exact spot, it actually reduces the amount of enemies that will spawn. So, I suggest doing this.
Man, my glasses did not help. That panel, that control panel, it looked like two guys holding Ashley to me this whole time. And I thought, like, why haven't you addressed that?
Also, why did you decide to keep them down here? Wow, even when I let him throw it at me, he missed. That is pretty bad vision if you thought that looked like Ashley.
It's just, it was out of the corner. You weren't focused on it. That's just what my brain auto-completed it to.
Ashley, you got buff.
And wide.
I thought you were going to say why. I don't understand you anymore, Ashley. So we gotta get down the DK card to get the DK explosives. We got some unnecessary busy work as the fuse goes off. It's really just an excuse for us to go over to the switch I was just at. But because I killed all those enemies in advance, I think only like one guy spawns.
Now this place really looks Demon Souls.
Oh yeah, there is that kind of mining area, isn't there? None of them look like lizards, though, yet. I kind of turned away because I'm like, I don't want to look.
You grody.
Preparing for a usual enemy we haven't seen in a hot second.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, like, these guys are not tough. I mean, they can still one-hit kill you, but they really haven't... I don't think they've necessarily increased their HP by much. Maybe I can escape up here. Oh, shit. I like how one completely threw it at me at the cinematic. And you just saw how much better the TMP's got. TMP's not good for the Chainsaw Man, though. What creative way can I kill you? Because I could torture you.
Ream, ream.
Just end my suffering. So one thing they did show in their remake trailer is that they've given Leon a chainsaw block.
Yeah. Block it with your knife.
Wonder how that will work out. I wonder if that would be a quick time thing, or if that's just the new rule. He can do that now. Now, if there was one problem I had with this, especially this version of the game, is that bosses weren't necessarily optimized with the gaming style of how these games are controlled, because tank controls, as good as they are for horror games, they don't, as you can tell, they don't lend you much for, like, precise maneuverability. So like dodging some of these like multiple combo moves and fast things like that means that it's usually quick time events, but those quick time events don't always work. Also, I blocked myself with a cinematic. This always leaves one of those guys alive. As a fire blower, perfect.
Except he didn't wanna.
I wanted him to blow the fire, but he just wanted to smack me with his stick. Little ammo to prepare us for a interesting room. Isn't this wonderfully organized?
Is it?
No, it's not. It'll never be perfect. It's one of those ones you could have love for, but if anyone has even the hint of criticisms, you're like, I know it's horrible. Look at this battle room.
I have to love it. I have nothing else.
Leon cries a lot. That's one thing we've learned about him. Listen, I'm always on the edge of just a full breakdown. Don't I relate?
Leon, you've got a hair out of the way. My hair.
I'm not tearing because I'm crying. It's poking me in the eye. So we get the bondage boys. So there's 2 El Gigante to fight. Let's deal with one of them immediately.
Do we pour lava on him? Or do we pour him on lava?
There we go. So we set a little trap. Wait for him to show. And whip!
I'm the delicious seasoning.
Now we're just gonna fight this guy around the room. Dealing with 2 of them, I mean, the benefit of killing them both in normal ways obviously means you get both of their treasure items that they drop, but it is very difficult to fight 2 of these at a time. Also, that door that's near there, it takes a little bit to close. Just keep that in mind. Charge move.
Oh, my butt, oh, my butt, oh, my butt.
Whoa. That kick move is a little bit dangerous because it's usually some sort of 2-hit combo. This guy does not give you a lot of time to get some rounds into him. Oh no. This is why it's bad.
Ooh, God.
I'm okay.
You survived by a tooth.
I did. That was very almost Looney Tunes smashed to the floor.
Yeah.
Best just to play careful. Again, this is one of the reasons I don't use slow reloading weapons on El Gigante, even though it does more damage up per hit. Just the reload time is deadly in these fights. I gotta wonder why they dress these guys like this. Salazar's into some freaky stuff.
This was the bad boy of the group. I wanna be a horsey.
No. Once again, TMP proves to be a good option because it actually makes this a little bit faster. Now, I will be saying in advance, this is potentially wasting everyone's time, but it's worth watching, trust me. You'll find out why eventually. This tactic is pretty simple, but they're not too bad to handle. This, again, Like, people who diss the TMP, look how much it's doing compared to the Red 9, which does more damage. It's quicker death. Music tells you that I've won. But while we're here, let me show you a hilarious death you can have. Dead. You could be Looney Tunes, it's great. So this time when we go about it, we're gonna drop the other one in there this time so we can see what the other guy looks like. Now there's another way you can get an instant death. I kind of tempt fate here, because if you notice in the first fight I was staying away from the center. If you stand still too long near here, you'll see what happens. He jumps out of the lava, he'll grab you, and he'll drag you down like Terminator.
Wow.
But he missed, so. Do not worry, the TMP will make this fight much faster. I don't think this guy even hits me once. And you can swing from that rope multiple times if you want to like just trace them back and forth on the room. But this running in circles tactic works just fine. He doesn't have as many attacks either because there's no items for him to grab and swing at you. Like before, he was picking up trees and trying to knock my ass down. This is one, as I mentioned again, pay attention to your QTE, because it will change from X to square randomly, and if you press the wrong button once, you get slammed to the ground.
I've already forgot about that, so yeah.
Because last guy was all X's and that just switched to a square. Also, yeah, just thinking of what these guys do, these are the only El Gigante you see that are dressed like this.
They're special.
We're starting a boy band.
The centipede thing is reminding me of some of the enemies from Sekiro, though.
Yeah, yeah. Wonder if it's a similar idea.
Well, I mean, the centipede thing, like, I think, like, centipedes in Japanese mythology are pretty common, actually.
Yeah, they're representative of corruption.
So here's a little bit of work with the broken butterfly. Makes a very unique sound. And the gun itself, I believe, is a reference to, like, the old, like, Clint Eastwood gun, like the feeling lucky punk sort of weapons. You can buy that weapon from the merchant, and he has like a specific unique comment to that weapon where it's like, well, you see, I'm just a big fan of these sorts of guns. You know, don't judge me. You're like, dude, you're fine. It's a great gun. The other Magnum looks more like a traditional, like, Desert Eagle-esque pistol, but it has a scope on it. Not that I need it. It used to be, I believe, in the old GameCube game, if you dropped that monster into the lava pit and you left the room the way you came in and came back in, his treasure would be right on top of that lava pit, so you could pick up both, but I think they patched that out. Welcome to another bug room.
We're the room bugs.
Now, this is another death I wanted to show, but it just didn't quite work out. These bugs have a really cool death where they will grab you by both of your arms, and they will vomit acid in your face. And if you die from that, you'll see Leon fall to the ground, and underneath is just his skull. Kind of like a Mortal Kombat-esque sort of thing going on. But it just never really worked out. They just kept on kicking me in this fight instead. Best thing I do at this point is we're trying to light these puzzles to open up a gate. If you notice right now, I'm ignoring all the bugs. This puzzle doesn't make any sense. Like, this technology doesn't even exist. And there's also a lot of bugs in here. Yes, you can counter kick bugs. That's what that kick icon happens, but I rarely pull it off because they're very fast. Also, like before, I recommended if you can shoot them while they're flying, I highly recommend it. See, I'm trying to get this guy to spit acid on me. I'm like, come on. You know what? Forget it. Just trying to entertain the fans, asshole. But if there's a death you want to see, there are plenty of people on YouTube who have made death montages of this game. Because this is the game of 5 million ways to die. And the trick to these is you have to find these 2 caves over here and press buttons to activate a light puzzle. And when you do, a bunch of bugs pour into the room to try to eat you. This is where the striker is your best friend. At the very least, they don't turn invisible.
Is that specific to the ones that can't fly?
Well, they can fly too. They just, for whatever reason, they didn't give them that ability. Also, I think that's one of the only points in the game where they do turn invisible. Wait, I think there might be one more. I don't quite remember. I think there's one later in the game where they turn invisible too. We'll find out together. I like these guys. They're just treasure troves. They drop those jewels. I don't think I get any more of those lanterns, but they drop a shit ton of those jewels. Still.
Trying to fan you.
Figure this out.
Pull you off.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you think you're doing? I'm behind you. Where am I gonna go? I'm going back here. Now I'm in front of you. Now I'm behind. Now
Maybe
I'm
if
going
I
back.
ignore him,
Here
he'll
we
go away.
Goodbye. It looked like he was leaving. Made him stay. Made him stay. Made him stay. These guys are draining me of all my shotgun shells. These are the parts where I start running out of ammunition, oddly enough.
Had to happen eventually.
Yeah. They just start throwing so many enemies at you. Oh, God.
Ugh. They move like Grimrock enemies. Just one square at a time.
That's true. One to the side, one to the side, one to the side. Luckily, we don't have to eat these.
You say that.
The new patch in the remake, you have to eat all the things you kill. But this is why it's weird. What technology is this? You shoot the sunlight at it, which shoots a laser beam at the door and just fucking melts it.
Ugh.
But not the gate behind it, though.
There's a magnifying glass you can't see.
Oh, goddamn. Just punched me in the face. Got sucker punched by a grasshopper. Let's test out the grenade. Let's see what happens.
Tuesdays.
I mean, I guess for Leon, he's just so used to, he's like, oh, punched by insects again.
This is why I left Raccoon City.
No other reason.
The zombies I was fine with.
See, look, I hit him with one TMP shot and he died because he was flying. So if they're flying, that's the way to go. Oh, God. Ha! Counter kick. Those are hard to pull off.
Is it like the second that the prompt comes up you can kick, or do you have to time it?
Second the prompt comes up. But if you notice, like, it is maybe like a half or a quarter of a second before you get kicked. And because you're trying to usually deal with multiple of them, they're surrounding you, so it's hard to concentrate on that button. And I wish I left. I wish I left. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why do they have to go into... I wish the game would figure out how you're organizing things and be like, no problem, I'm not going to shove an egg into your ammo slot.
Or you could organize it more towards the top. But you're not going to, are you?
No. you can't. You just can't.
That'll make it heavier. You don't understand.
You gotta make it even or else you can't hold it right. So you could stay here and fight them, or you could just leave. I like to hang out at the door and just get some more items out of them. Again, they're flying. Just one hit to knock them down. It looks like that one's trying to help, like, oh god, why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? I just can't. I just can't. Gotta build up. I gotta build up my nerve. Ow! I am loaded up on treasure. What I'm not loaded up is bullets. Also, here's the random pounding room.
Making dirt mochi.
The floor is very flat here. Siri, stop scratching my computer chair.
It's not flat.
Now here, flip this switch or you will die to this trap because there's actually 3 of them. So you don't have enough time to run under all 3, you'll get crushed. But flipping that one makes the second one stop moving. Just stop. And there we go. Well, they kind of show like there's like ancient ruins under here. I don't know what civilization this would be. I guess the Las Plagas civilization. Ooh, the royal insignia. That's the last item that we need for the crown's completion. Siri, do not jump on my desk.
Don't give me the idea.
That look on your face, I know what you're thinking. She's just looking at me going, why would you scold me? This is what I want, Dad. Next time we're going to sell that crown, though, and then we're going to literally do the most Donkey Kong Country thing we could possibly do.
Mine carts?
Correct.
Yeah. For a second, I had to think, what is distinctly Donkey Kong?
Turn into a gorilla.
Weird game. Heck of a third act.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens when the Las Plagas actually hatches.
Wow, why was I scared?
Ooh. Why look for Ashley when I could look for bananas?
Banana.
Banana, nana, banana.
Kong. Leon Kong.
You can just hear Hunnigan on this side ready to go, I'm going to send some help.
We got disconnected a while ago. Is this how it is now?
Hunnigan Kong. Hunnigan.
Hunnigan, are you a woo-hoo-hoo or a wee?
Is that all you're going to say on that phone, or are you going to be more specific? Ook, ook. So we're just going to have to do the next part. The cat has won and is now laying on me at my desk.
Oh, well.
I hope the purring gets picked up in the recording. See you next time. Bye. Ook, ook.
Nuggy.
Monkey. Ooh, ah.